Hey Libras, I hope you guys are doing great. This is going to be your love reading for August 1st through the 15th. If you want to skip the card pull and go straight to your messages, feel free to click the timestamp in the description box below. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. So we're first going to pull some oracle cards for you to see what the current energy is that's surrounding this reading. And the card that we have for you is Yes. So let's pull another oracle card and see what other energies are surrounding you. And what we have is unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So we will see how those cards fit into your overall reading. But let's get into some tarot and see what other messages Spirit has for you. So we'll start first with your current energy. And for my Libras, we have the King of Air. Let's see about Libra's person, whether or not they're in your physical space. We have Emperor in reverse. For what's currently hidden from you, we have the Seven of Air in reverse. For advice from Spirit, we have the Tower in reverse. And for your potential outcome, we have the Seven of Fire in reverse. Okay, so let's grab another tarot deck and see if we can clarify these messages a little bit further for you. Okay, too many. We're not going to take all of those. Starting with my Libra's current energy, we have the Seven of Swords. For Libra's person, okay, a couple came out. We have the Seven of Wands and we have the Two of Swords. For what's currently hidden, we have the King of Wands in reverse. Advice from Spirit. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. We have the Four of Cups in reverse, we have the Three of Cups in reverse, and we have the Page of Pentacles. All right. Okay, so those fell out. So we'll take those for the potential outcome. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and we also have the Star in reverse. So let's get some oracle cards and get some final messages before we get into your reading. So current energy for my Libras, life goals in Splitsville. For their person, what's happening for Libra's person? Oh, we have baggage and we have grass is greener. For what's currently hidden, we have the escape artist. For advice from Spirit, we have trigger. And for your potential outcome, we have expectations. All right, Libras, let's get into this. So with the overall energy that we have surrounding this reading, we have yes, and we also have unrequited love. So it almost feels as though there's an inkling, right? There's some feeling that you have surrounding this interaction with a person. And I do think this is someone who I don't necessarily think that you're currently in a committed relationship with. I think that it might be somebody that you have casually dated in the past, or someone that's sort of in your space, but again, nothing serious ever really took off. And it feels as though in your head there's some sort of question surrounding this, of whether or not the way you're feeling about this interaction is valid. And I feel as though the way you're feeling is that this is very one-sided. This has been very one-sided. And I think that Spirit is confirming, yeah, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. This was really unbalanced. There wasn't equal give and take. You weren't getting what you were putting out. So it feels as though, maybe for a while you may have felt like sort of gaslighted, like, am I going crazy here, or like, am I not seeing things for what they are? Am I not seeing things clearly? And I feel like spirit is saying, no, no, you are, you're seeing things just fine. And this is what's going on, that this has been super one-sided. So, looking at your current energy, we have the King of Air, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have two oracle cards. Life goals. Be sure your life goals and lifestyle are congruent with your partners. Grow together or grow apart. And we also have Splitsville. Leaving quickly or decisively. The relationship is devolving or ending. Not keeping in touch. Time alone. So what this feels like, Libra, is that you are coming with the truth. You are absolutely coming with the truth. And I don't think that you're particularly concerned with the other person's feelings. It's kind of like, you know what, you going to get what you get, you know? Like, you're kind of looking at it like, I'm going to take what I can from this situation, but I'm not holding back. I'm speaking my truth, because I think that you started gaining clarity on what you want your life to look like. I feel like there's been this energy of daydreaming, and not just in the realm of love, but like what you want your entire sort of life package to look like. Love, career, finances, friendships, relationships. Yes, it's a part of that, but it has to be right for you. And so I feel as though you're in the headspace where if anybody comes into your space, right, while you are on this mission for truth and honesty, if anyone comes into your space that is not checking those boxes for what it is that you're looking for, you're not even entertaining it. And it's not a wishy-washy feeling. It's like, nope, once you've made up your mind, that's it, that's all, it's done, it's a wrap. But for whatever reason, in this particular situation, it feels as though you might be questioning yourself a little bit. And I think that that might be a byproduct of this person maybe breadcrumbing you here and there and sort of throwing you off balance. But ultimately, you know what it is that you want. You know what it is that you're looking for. And I think that you're ready to speak truth into this situation. So, looking at your person's energy, we have the Emperor in reverse, we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Two of Swords, and two Oracle cards. We have baggage, not letting go, hanging on to past hurts, issues, identify and heal patterns that impact relationships. And we also have grass is greener, passing up options, too quick to decide, take time to know them, gratuity changes circumstances. So, what I'm feeling for your person is that they are not stable. It feels like they have a whole lot of carryover from whatever it is that they've experienced in the past. And it has them in a place of being super defensive. And it's almost as if they when they are challenged on how they're moving, how they're treating you or other people, they they get very, very defensive, and they are unable to see how their past experiences have impacted them and how much they're projecting them onto you. And so this feels like somebody who has like forever Peter Pan syndrome. Like they don't want to grow up. They just want to hop from this place to that place to that place. They're not stable. They don't want to nurture anything. Like in terms of a relationship, they are not big boss energy at all. It's very childish, it's very immature. It shows a lack of self-awareness on their part. Ooh, child, they got issues. So, looking at what's currently hidden, we have the Seven of Air or the Seven of Swords in reverse. We have the King of Wands in reverse, and we also have the Escape Artist. May sabotage to end hurt, to avoid hurt. afraid to be loved, still looking, don't run when it gets real. So I think what you don't see is that this person is just, they are not prepared. They are not prepared for any sort of stable, consistent, reciprocal relationship. They're just not, because of all of the garbage that they're carrying in to any interaction, including the one that you all had. They're just, they're ill-equipped. Like, they haven't processed anything that they, have experienced before. I think that they want to, but they haven't put in the effort to do that. And so I feel like what you don't see is that this relationship is, it's petering out. Like, it doesn't feel as though it's going to be revived. I think that with their lack of change and the way that you're feeling, sort of living in your truth, that those two things, it's like incompatible with life. Like, I don't see a resurrection happening here. I think that it would continue to be one-sided, which I think is what you are sort of suspecting right now. So, what we have for the advice from Spirit, we have the Tower in reverse, we have the Four of Cups in reverse, we have the Three of Cups in reverse, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we also have Trigger. Overreaction, respond rather than react, avoid decisions based on fleeting emotions. So, what I feel like Spirit is saying is that right now is not necessarily the time for dramatic action or dramatic changes. I think that now is the time to sort of embrace what's in front of you. This is the time for you to not be emotional, right? Because again, it feels like the times when you all are actually together, it's a pretty enjoyable time, right? No issues with that. But again, the between times, and I think there was another sign that had this same sort of energy. The between times is what's causing the issue, right? And so I feel like Spirit is saying that don't expect any changes to come from this person. Don't expect them to all of a sudden have some sort of epiphany that, oh, I've been moving real wrong. Let me change my ways. It doesn't feel like that at all. I think Spirit is saying for you now, this is a time to make sure that you're grounded, right? And if this person comes back around saying things that sound nice and oh, they sound wonderful, Spirit is saying don't let your emotions in that moment take over. This is your time to look at things like, in sum total, what has this person offered you other than good vibes here and there, right? Have they matched the energy that you're putting in? Are they, you know, are they calling you crazy for you pointing out the fact that they haven't put in that energy? So I feel like Spirit is saying that now is the time for you to approach this from a very logical perspective, right? Setting your feelings aside, look at how you interact with this person, how this person interacts with you. Is this really something that you want? Is it reciprocal? Is it balanced? Take a peek at all of that stuff I feel is what Spirit is saying. So looking at your potential outcome, we have the Seven of Fire or the Seven of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. We have the Star in reverse, and we also have expectations. Confirm you want the same things. Prioritize the relationship. Expectation yields result. So what I feel like is that ultimately you are going to, again, approach this from this very logical perspective and say, you know what? It really doesn't seem like we want the same things. And I think that you are going to sort of detach from this person. I don't think that you are going to look at them as being the other half that's going to sort of make your relationship dreams come true. And I think at a certain point too that you're going to just stop talking, because it almost feels as though you just like, it's like, what's the point? What's the point in me even continuing to try and articulate my side of this, because you're not listening. And even if you were listening, you're not going to do shit about it anyway. So let me just reserve my energy. Like there's nothing to fight for here anymore. That's where I feel you're going to land after looking at this very logically. Ooh, one-sided. So I'm going to pull one last oracle card for you and see what final message Spirit has. And what we have for you is respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. And so I think more than anything, you are going to value your unique perspective on the path to love. And I think that your self-respect, this identifying what you truly want, setting your boundaries and speaking truth into this situation, I think is going to be you respecting your own wishes, you respecting your path to love, and not settling for anything less than what it is you want and deserve. This is you not settling for this one-sided giving of energy. This is you not settling for the gaslighting or being made to feel like you're crazy or you're reaching or you're seeing things that aren't there. This is you fully respecting yourself and being willing to walk away from someone who is not giving you that same level of respect. So, Libras, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that this resonated with you. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'm sending you all huge hugs.